So now let's get the next clip real quick. Let's get the next clip real quick. All right. We're going to transition to the women. High value sisters. Lord's willing, we can make this quick. This really could be its own class because we can't play all the clips from this video, but the stuff, the points that this brother was making, this brother was on point, man. For real, he was on point with the stuff that he was saying. But we can only extract and, whatever. So play that real quick.
Woman, more than anything else, it is linked to her usefulness to men. I know it's going to tick some women off, but that's the truth, ma'am. Being a high value woman and being just like as a man, you must be useful to others and the group. Frankly, to be a truly high value woman, you must be useful to others and the group, in particular, men.
Right.
So,
Bomb drop.
Right. So look, now remember, I always make this point, right? 1 Corinthians 11:89. The woman was created for the man. So remember your general purpose, regardless if you're single, regardless if you have any children, your purpose is to serve man. Man, that's why the Lord made you. That is what makes you high. You can't be considered a high value woman according to the Bible unless you're bringing forth some type of benefit or profit to the man. Point blank, period. So from there, so he got 5 characteristics for them. The first one, where they like in doubles. So you got attractive and appealing. Number 2 is comforting character. Number 3 is discerning and disciplined. Number 4 is enthusiastic and exuberant. And number 5 is loyal and liberating. So in order to consider yourself a high value sister, you gotta have these 5 things. All right, so let's deal with attractive and appealing. Let's get that in Sirach 36:22. Right?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 36, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better.
So it is what it is. Man, attractive, your level of attractiveness matters. Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Meaning people have their different preferences of what they consider beautiful. The point is, however the Lord made you or conjured up your face or whatever, you have the responsibility to be fit. You know what I'm saying? You have the responsibility to take care of your skin, your hair. You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, we don't got time to go into the history, but y'all sisters know we have 2 major milestone incidents in particular to where the beauty of a sister within our nation saved us from being destroyed as a whole. That's heavy. That is heavy. The beauty of Esther or Hadassah and the beauty of Judith saved us from being destroyed. So it's imperative that you sisters, because hey, I'm telling you, you got genetics, stuff like that. Not everybody is gonna be beautiful, highly buried, whatever the case, right? But you can get yourself in shape. You can take care of your skin to where it shines and it glows. You know what I'm saying? You can have your hair in your hair wrap to where it looks nice. You know what I'm saying? You can smell good. You can use herbs and different things to smell good. The Bible says a man loveth nothing better. So it has its benefits. All right, but let's go to Proverbs 31 and 30. The Lord doesn't want you to just focus on that. That's why it says attractive and appealing. So we gonna prove that just being attractive alone doesn't necessarily, do the job. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 30.
Uh-huh.
Favor is deceitful,
Read.
and beauty is vain.
Beauty is vain, meaning it's useless if if this isn't coupled with it. Read on.
But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
Right. So a woman that fears the Lord is supreme above beauty, right? But if you fear the Lord, you think you're gonna be walking around looking like a damn cat dog? You know what I'm saying? Think you're gonna be walking around looking like a bum sister? No. You know what I'm saying? But a woman that feared the Lord, that's more important than being caught up in your beauty. All right, so from there, let's go to Judith 11 and 21. Judith chapter 11 and verse 21. Watch this.
The book of Judith, chapter 11 and verse 21.
Come on.
There is not such a woman from one end of the earth to the other, both for beauty of face and wisdom of words.
You see that? So she was attractive and appealing. So she had the spirit within her speech, the way she carried herself, coupled with her beauty that made her supreme to all women on the planet Earth. That's heavy, and she was an Israelite sister. You know what I'm saying? She was an Israelite sister. So don't rule out attractiveness, even though it's not most important, but it has its, essence. You know what I'm saying? It has its essence. And when it's coupled with the attractive spirit, because if a man is spiritual, he not really worried about your outward appearance. You know what I'm saying? As long as you modest and you taking care of yourself, it's okay. He's attracted to your spirit. The way that you talk, your soft spokenness, your shamefacedness, that is appealing to a spiritual man. And that is what got us out of dangerous situations as a nation when you read the scriptures. All right, so from there, get Proverbs 31:26. Proverbs 31 verse 26.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 26.
Come on.
She openeth her mouth with wisdom,
Uh-huh.
and in her tongue is the law of kindness.
Right. This is what makes a sister appealing. She knows how to speak. She has kindness in her speech. She has wisdom in her speech. Because watch this. Jump over to chapter 11 and verse 22. Watch this. Watch this.
Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 22.
Come on.
As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout.
So everybody wants a jewel of gold. That stuff is attractive. It shines. It's a value, right? But just imagine that jewel of gold in the mouth of an abominable ass hog. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A nasty, filthy pig in the wilderness, right? Are you gonna risk putting your hand in the mouth of that abominable ass pig to get that jewel of gold? You're gonna say the hell with that jewel of gold. So as a jewel of gold is in a swine's snout, read on.
So is a fair woman which is without discretion.
Then it's the same dealing with a woman that's beautiful on the outside, but within she has no discretion. She doesn't know how to carry herself. She doesn't know how to talk to men. She doesn't know how to reverence men. She doesn't know how to deal with sisters. That makes her unattractive and unappealing. All right, so get Sirach 26:13 real quick. Sirach 26:13.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 13.
Come on.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband,
Uh-huh.
and her discretion will fatten his bones.
So that word discretion. We read about a fine woman without discretion. And that lets you know why beauty would be vain. Because if you fine as hell but you don't have discretion, instead of fattening your man's bones, meaning making him stronger, you'll be weakening him. You're breaking the man down, which is ultimately breaking the nation down. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be attractive and appealing to be considered a high value sister. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that discretion that is truly appealing, and that's what's truly attractive to a spiritual man. All right, so from there, let's get the second one, comforting character. Jump over to chapter 25, verse 23.
Sirach, chapter 25, verse 23.
So a high value sister will have a comforting character. Read that.
A wicked woman abateth the courage,
Uh-huh.
maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart.
Read.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
So this backs up the statement that I just made. You don't have that discretion. You don't know how to properly address your husband, especially when he going through rough patches in life, trials and tribulations. It says that you make weak hands and feeble knees. You are breaking the man down that you were created to help build up. You was created to support this man, but you're doing a complete opposite. That means you are of low value. That makes you a low value sister. So you gotta have that confident spirit. Let's go to chapter 36 and verse 23.
The book of Sirach, chapter 36, verse 23.
Come on.
If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort,
And what?
and comfort,
And what?
and comfort
Read.
in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men.
So she gonna end up with a high value brother. But check this out, because this is the thing. Our sisters don't have a mindset to comfort their man. The instinct that a lot of our sisters have being groomed up in Babylon is to complain. You know what I'm saying? The first thought is to look for fault in the man. You know what I'm saying? Well, why this ain't done? Why you couldn't do this? Da 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 da. You see what I'm saying? That makes your husband uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? That makes him uncomfortable around you. That's why I say a man will rather dwell in the wilderness, a lion and a dragon, than to dwell with a wicked woman, because she doesn't have that comforting character. She makes a man very uncomfortable because he looking at the woman. She got, breasts. She got feminine outer, whatever. But I feel like I'm conversing with a damn dude. You know what I'm saying? She trying to convince me that her thing is bigger than mine. What the hell is this? That's wrong. I'm telling you, that's what's wrong with a lot of our sisters. They do not have that comforting character. For real, you supposed to be able to ease your man's mind.
That's right.
Period. All right, so the third one is discerning and discipline. Let's get Sirach chapter 20 and verse 6. Oh, a high value sister will know when to open her mouth and when to keep it shut. She'll be able to discern that thing. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 6.
Come on.
Some man holdeth his tongue because he have not to answer.
Right. So this is dealing with it's dealing with both sexes. The Bible is written in masculine form, but this is in general. It says man, but it's general for men and women. It says some men or women hold their tongue because he have not to answer. Meaning that brother or sister, where we dealing with the sisters, the sister is smart enough to know, you know what I'm saying, when she doesn't have anything to say. So she's going to be quiet instead of just opening her mouth just because she wants to be heard. A lot of sisters have that problem. I really didn't have to say what I said, but I just wanted you to hear my voice because, I'm me. No! If you got discernment, then you'll know if you don't have nothing good to say, just be quiet. That is valuable, and we going to prove that. But that's valuable to men when a sister has that discernment to be able to just be quiet. Read on.
And some keepeth silence, knowing his time.
And some sisters will keep silent because they might have something to say, and it may be the right thing, but it's not the right time. When a sister is smart enough to discern that, for example, because oppression makes a wise man mad.
Bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? We may be in a disgruntled state when we come home, and stuff like that. We don't, we don't look. You're not officer. You know what I'm saying? You're not captain. You're not. Till I get sober enough in the spirit to be able to converse with you, being a weaker vessel, you just need to be quiet. It's not time for you to want to sit up there and try to correct me because it's not going to. You see what I'm saying? A wise woman will be able to discern that thing. Some sisters just want to be super sister, super mother, whatever the hell, and don't know when to speak to their husband. You know what I'm saying? Don't know when to address their husband in terms of correction. And that makes the correction not be received properly. But a wise woman will know when it's time to address certain things. She'll know when her opinion is actually necessary. For real. That's discernment. Go ahead,
officer. When he gets off work, silence is the key.
Facts.
A big plate, or not a big plate, average, is the silence behind that. Here you go, babe. Just put it on the table and walk away. That's perfect. Trust me.
Right. We don't look. We don't want to hear your mouth when we listen. If we want to hear your mouth, we'll ask you to speak. You know what I'm saying? We'll ask you, babe, how you doing? And you know what's crazy? Because a lot of our sisters, this how you know when they be at the spirit, bruh. Because when you do ask them, how you doing? What's going on? Nothing. Nothing. They ain't got nothing to say.
Right.
But when you sleepy as hell, you trying to get some rest. Or you trying to read some precepts. You trying to listen to a class.
Right.
What do you think about this? And da da da. And can I buy this? Can I buy this? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Stop. But when I ask you, you got nothing to say. I'm telling you, women, learn discernment and discipline dealing with your man. Read Sirach 26:15.
The
Watch
book of
this.
Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 15.
Come on.
A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace.
Come on.
And her continent mind cannot be valued.
Can we get the adjective definition of continent? Because it ain't talking about an Australian mind or an Antarctica mind or an Asia mind. Continents. You know what I'm saying? The word continent means something. So it says a shamefaced. That means she has the discipline to be modest. You know what I'm saying? The discipline to not be a loud and stubborn woman. She's shamefaced. She's gonna be conscious of how she looks, the things she says. That goes into discipline. And it says her continent mind cannot be valued. That means it's beyond high value. Alright, scroll down. Alright, read number 2.
Continent, number 2 definition. Exercising self-restraint.
You see that? So a woman with a continent mind will be able to exercise self-restraint. Self-restraint, meaning that goes into discipline because, like we was talking about before the class started, about how a woman shouldn't weigh more than her man. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters in America, they've been prompted to eat sweets and eat loosely and eat burgers and fries and be thick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real. But, a woman that wants to be fit, attractive to her husband, you know what I'm saying? A woman that doesn't want to be farting all in the bed at night, you know what I'm saying, stinking up the bathroom and stuff like that. She gonna be able to exercise self-restraint. Or even when it comes to having certain things to say, she gonna know, just like we read in Sirach 20, it's not time for me to speak. That is a continent mind. You have self-control. A lot of our women cannot control themselves, and that's an issue. But a continent mind of a wife, of a sister, you can't even put a value on it. For real, that's discipline. That is a disciplined sister. Now read verse 16. You can get that off the screen. Watch this, y'all.
Verse 16.
Watch this.
As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
Discipline. When a sister can keep the house in order, for real, it takes discipline to keep clothes washed, to keep dishes washed, to keep food cooked, to keep odors out of the house. It takes, you gotta get up, you gotta tell yourself, I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I'd rather sit on my phone, but I have the discipline to know, look, I have to keep my house in order. You think we feel like getting up and going to work to put food on the table? You think we feel like doing that? As men, you think we feel like getting up and leaving the comfort of our home? No! But we have the discipline to understand in order to provide, I got to sacrifice time and energy to laborious work to be able to earn money for us. So the same discipline has to be applied with our women. You got to understand, yeah, you don't feel like it, you much rather be doing this or that, but you got to keep the house in order. You got to keep it looking good and smelling good. I shouldn't be walking around. Listen, I shouldn't have the liberty to walk around my house barefoot. If I walk around my house barefoot, I walk back and forth to the kitchen, and before I lay in a bed, I look at the bottom of my feet, and they're black. Sis, you slacking. Something ain't right. The floor dirty and nasty as hell. For real. I walk into the kitchen, I smell a nasty, gross odor. I'm looking in the sink, you know what I'm saying? It's the pot that had the spaghetti in it that you cooked 2 nights ago. Why is that still in the sink?
Right.
Now it's developing an odor. You see what I'm saying? It takes discipline for a sister to make sure none of that stuff ever happens. For real. From there. All right, we got to skip forward. Let's deal with the fourth one. Enthusiastic and exuberant. Let's get Sirach 25:17. So a sister has to have the spirit of enthusiasm and exuberance when she's doing her duties towards you, because everything has a spirit in it. Like Deacon Lava always say, like when he eats certain bread, like this bread is in the spirit. Like the way the mood that you're moving in when you're making the bread has an effect on the taste. This stuff is spiritual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you could say you a sister that keep the house clean, you cook, and you give your husband benevolence, right? If you do all of these things, you checking off your checklist, but you doing it all with a damn frown on your face, guess what? It was vain. It was no damn good. You voided it out. Cause when I'm trying to get my, this grown man, this grown adult talk, right? Brother trying to get his stroke on.
Right.
I'm trying to see some enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know that you want it, because if you acting like you don't want it, then I ain't gonna want it.
Right.
You know, to hell with it then. For real. Then I'm meditating on Isaiah 4:1. Damn, I can't wait to the kingdom, because I'm gonna have 7 that's gonna be ready and with it. You hear me? The hell with this, what I'm gonna endure, I'm gonna stay strong.
Right.
For real. But as a sister, with you knowing that you should be aiming for the stars. Like, I'm going to please my husband so well on a regular basis with enthusiasm to where he not going to desire 7 other women.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that takes the spirit. All right, read what you got.
Sirach chapter 25, verse 17.
Come on.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
You see that? So if you out of the spirit as a woman, as a wife, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be doing things with a dark countenance, with a mug on your face. That causes a man to get the hell away from you. A man don't want to talk to you. He don't want to rub on you. He don't want to hug on you. Sisters be wondering why. never talks to me. He never want to spend time with me. How often do you smile at the brother? You know what I'm saying? For real, how often he come in the house and you got a smile on your face? For real, sisters don't think about stuff like that. I know when I come home and I don't see a smile, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't happy to see your Lord? I am your Lord, right? I know when I see the Lord, I know, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll pray to the Most High. I'm not in the midst of flames. Like I'm seeing the Lord. I'm rejoicing. I'm crying tears of joy
Right.
when I see my Lord. When you come home after a long day and your wife not happy to see you, it's something about that, man. That is destructive. That is low value stuff right there. So let's go to Esther in the Apocrypha 15. Additions to Esther 15 and 5. This right here is heavy right here, y'all. Heavy, 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 heavy. Esther 15 and 5.
The book of Esther, chapter 15 and verse 5.
Come on. It's after Judith. Yes, sir. Esther 15, verse 5. Listen to this.
The book of Esther, chapter 15 and verse 5.
Come on.
And she was ruddy through the perfection of her beauty.
Talking about Hadassah, she was attractive. You know, she had a glow in her cheeks. All right, read on.
And her countenance was
Her
cheerful.
what?
And her countenance was
Her
cheerful.
countenance was cheerful. Read on.
And very amiable.
Meaning friendly. You know what I'm saying? She had a friendly, exuberant face, a cheerful face coming forth toward her Lord, who was the king at the time. Read on.
But her heart was in anguish for fear.
Right, meaning in respect, regards respect towards her man. Now jump down to verse 13. Watch this, y'all.
Verse 13.
Watch this.
Then said she unto him, I saw thee, my Lord, as an angel of God.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How many you sisters,
Wow.
when you see your man, you see him as an angel of God? Or do you still see him as a nigga? You still see him as... So you know some brothers still out here calling their husband by their nigga coon name. Brothers got paperwork and everything. They wife still calling them Walter. They wife still calling them Tremaine. They wife still calling them Brandon. The hell is this? The hell going on? She said, I saw thee, my Lord, as an angel of God. Do you know who we are? Do you know who you dealing with?
Right.
This man is saving you.
That's right.
But sisters don't look at us like that, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to see your man when he walk into the crib, when his presence, you know what I'm saying? When we are able to embrace his presence. Watch this.
For wonderful art thou, Lord,
Uh-huh.
and thy countenance is full of grace.
So look at her speech towards her man. She building him up like, yo, you wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I just love everything about you. You know what I'm saying? She flattering the hell out of her Lord.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 14.
Watch this.
Verse 15.
Come
And
on.
as she was speaking, she fell down for faintness.
How many of you sisters got that level of reverence and love and fascination and admiration for your Lord? I just... You ever fell down into your Lord's arms to where he had to grab you?
Right.
Because that's how amazed you were at his presence? At him being an angel of God, he just left from camp with the Spirit of the Lord on him. The anointing of God. For real, I just saved some souls.
Right.
He come home with a glow and exuberance of the Spirit of the Lord on him. You as his wife supposed to see that and reverence the hell out of that. But if you're not able to do that, you still able to wear a mug on your face towards your Lord, who is a prophet of the Lord, you are a low-value sister. For real, though. So let's deal with the last one, loyal and liberating. Let's go to Proverbs 31, verse 10. Proverbs 31, verse 10. A high value sister is going to be loyal and liberating. All right? Meaning what? Your Lord is going to be able to have the confidence within you to be able to step out and take risks. You know what I'm saying? In the spirit world, okay, I know I can travel. You know what I'm saying? I know I can do the work of the Lord, and she going to hold it down. I ain't got to worry about her having no man in my house, knocking the boots off because I'm in Africa for a month. You know, I know she gonna keep the bills paid. She gonna keep stuff in order. She gonna keep the thing tight for me for when I make it back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? That liberates him. If the brother is going on trips, whether it be business trips or trips for the Lord, right? He can't properly focus and really perform to his maximum capacity if you worried about what you doing. You know what I'm saying? For real. You sisters, you gotta have that loyal and liberating spirit. For real, watch this.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 10.
Come on.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Uh-huh.
For her price is far above rubies.
Read.
The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her.
It does what?
Doth safely trust in her.
So the heart of the man safely trusts in that sister, in his wife. Because why? He know she down. You know what I'm saying? She not gonna do anything. Cause remember Job's wife. We ain't got time to get it, but as soon as he started going through stuff, she showed disloyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, curse God and die. You still trying to be loyal to the Lord? You gonna mess around and lose me. You see what I'm saying? That you don't want no sister like that. Period. Because in order to progress and move up in this world, you got to take risks. You got to take chances. You got to take L's. You got to have trial and error to make it to the next level. Period. You know what I'm saying? For real. And that goes for carnally in the world and spiritual as well. You got to step out there and you got to take L's. You as a woman, you got to be down for the cause. You got to be down. You got to be ready to ride on that roller coaster. It's gonna go down sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But the heart of your husband is supposed to safely trust in you. How would you not have the trust of your husband? When any little thing happen or occur, you got a complaint ready. You know what I'm saying? Your mouth is prone to complaining. You know what I'm saying? You thinking about it, you bringing up, why can't it be like how it used to be? A man that's spiritual, that got any type of sense, we know that there's men out here that, hey, they would knock off anything, right? And a part of the game is, because, like, men like Trey Songz, whatever they sing about it, Mr. Theo, girl, all they got to do is, I can give you what your man not giving you. He not spending time with you. He not there to, every night or whatever. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So if you constantly complaining about stuff like that, in my mind, so how do I know you not taking advantage of all these Negroes out here that's ready and willing to do what I'm not able to do at the moment? You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you sisters, you got to have that loyal, that faithful spirit to where you're not showing forth any of them type of signs to your husband. You down, you understand his mission, his purpose, and you know that comes first before you. This truth, this gospel, the purpose of us, we was formed to show forth the Lord's praise. We wasn't formed to serve you.
Right.
No, we was formed to show forth the Lord's praise. Our purpose comes before you. If you don't understand that and you show forth that to your man, you complaining about the time that he's spending pushing his truth, that shows a level of disloyalty. I can't trust you. I can't depend that you're going to be faithful. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about me being gone for long periods of time. When I'm coming home, I'm checking stuff. You know what I'm saying? For real. Has anyone been here For real though. Did you finish that out?
No, sir. So that he shall have no need of spoil.
Right, so he won't need to look for anything else. He got it. And you want your man to be faithful, that's the key. You be faithful. All right, let's go to Sirach 6, verse 15. Sirach 6, verse 15. Yeah, I don't want over the damn time. It's okay.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 15.
Come on.
Nothing doth countervail a faithful friend.
Nothing stands a chance against a faithful. The word faithful means loyal. Nothing countervails or stands a chance against a faithful friend. For real. That means you lose your job. You ain't worried about her, tilting over, considering going elsewhere, thinking about how green the grass is on the other side. You know what I'm saying? She dared. She dared. Her manner of love for you is that great. You lose your rank. She ain't worried about, you ain't worried about her getting out the spirit and not being the same or wanting to lead the truth. You know what I'm saying? For real. Nothing countervails a loyal friend. Read on.
And his excellency is invaluable.
It's what?
Is invaluable.
So this is biblical. With the man Kevin Samuel said, it's biblical.
Right.
A loyal and liberating spirit, you can't put a value on it. That's how high it is in value. For real, sisters, understand that. All right, last one, 1 Peter 3, verse 5. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. Loyal and liberating. 1 Peter 3 and 5.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands.
Being in subjection to their own. The holy women of old time, they was always in subjection to their husbands. Read on.
Even as Sarah.
Even as who?
Even as Sarah.
Right. So remember, we ain't got time to go through the history, but the Lord told Abraham, hey, get up and go to this land. Right? So we had to pack up and go. He had to go into a place where they desired his woman and was willing to kill him for her. Hey, look, sis, hey, you're going to have to do this. And, you're going to have to pretend like this and that for us to make it out of here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no time for it. I go give me somebody who ain't on this journey of the Lord or whatever that I can't even see. You know what I'm saying? But no! She had that much love for Abraham. She was down. She was loyal to the cause. Whatever you with, babe, I'm with it. I'm going to be your sister. I'm going to be your sister for the day. That's how much I'm willing to pretend that we related instead of in relations. You know what I'm saying? For real. Read that again, verse 6.
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
You know what's heavy about this? It say, because it's a scripture, Luke 6:46. Why callest thou me Lord and do not the things that I say, right? It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. It didn't say, even as Sarah calling him Lord. And stop there.
So it was word and deed.
It was
okay.
obeying first.
Okay.
So she treated him like a Lord first and called him the title in which she actually treated him as.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why it don't be in sister spirit to call us Lord when they know damn well they don't value what we say or do what we say as their Lord. It don't sit right with their spirit to call us that. That's why some of us men don't even trip. It's like, okay, I know the scripture said or whatever. I done taught you. You know the scriptures. Leadership done brought it out. But I know why you don't want to call me that. Because you don't want to obey me like a Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're not there yet. I tell you to do something, you question it. That's not loyal and liberating. I don't feel like I don't trust you to take what I say and do what I say. I tell you something, I leave the house. You know what I'm saying? I call 2 hours later. Hey, did you do that? Well, I decided to do this and this and that instead. Do you know how that makes a man feel that's supposed to be your Lord? For real, remember when Moses had went on the mountain. He said, y'all be cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be back. When he came back, what did they do? Oh, well, we got kind of impatient and we just did our own thing. And you know what I'm saying? He broke the damn commandments. Bro, what the? That's how you make your man feel when you do your own. He can't trust you. He cannot trust you. He doesn't feel liberated. He doesn't feel free. He has a worry in the back of his mind when he goes out from your presence, when he's not able to supervise you. That is a problem with our women, with our sisters. That is a low value trait, I'm telling you. Finish that out.
Whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement.
That bottom part right there is what get our sisters. You know what I'm saying? They are afraid to, because ain't nobody else in the world doing that. Reverencing their husbands to that level. Calling them Lord, that's something out of the norm. The white woman is doing a lot of things, but she not doing that. The Chinese woman doing a lot of things, but she not doing that. So for a woman to say, I'm going to serve you with joy, with pleasure, all of my life, I'm going to obey you, I'm going to be loyal, I'm going to follow your instructions, my Lord, that is amazing. You can't be afraid of that. You can't feel like that's beyond you, and that's a lot of you sisters' problem. You feel like that's beyond you. I don't know. I mean, I'm Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Be patient. I'm trying. You sisters always say that. Captain Shim said something heavy when we was on a bus, when we was in Orlando. We was leaving camp. He was getting on a brother about burning the fat, right? And he was giving them tips. Do this, do that. He very assertive. He really giving them commandments. Like, hey, make sure you do this and do that because you a leader. You officer 20. You got it. Blah, blah, blah. The brother said, well, Captain Shim asked him, so what you gonna do when you get back home? The brother was like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do everything you said. Captain Shim said, that's the difference between me and you. You try, I do.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? Just imagine how it feels for a grown-ass man to tell you that, and you're also a grown-ass man. The difference between me and you is that you try, and I do. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, all things are possible with Jesus Christ who strengthened us, right? So, sisters always, when you get on to them about, sis, why you not doing this? Or why you not doing that? We've been married 2-3 years and you still, why is this hey, you acting like I'm not trying. I'm trying. Are you really trying? You supposed to be doing. Read verse 5 again.
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves.
So you had sisters who were Israelites just like you, who was in captivity just like you. And they had, because of their trust in God, they was able to adorn themselves in this manner, right? So what the hell is wrong with you? If I'm able to hit the streets, build congregations, and do this, and just like the holy men of time of me, why the hell you can't do the works of the holy women before your time?
Right.
All it takes is for you to trust in God. I'm trying. No, just do it. The Bible say observe and do. It don't say observe and try. God doesn't say try my commandments. He says do my commandments. I'm trying. No, you're really not. Just do it. Just do it. Sis, burn the fat. Be submissive. You know what I'm saying? Teach the children. Keep the house clean. Wash the clothes. Just do it. I don't need you to tell me to go to work. I don't need you to tell me to teach class. I don't need you to tell me to go to camp. I read it. I observe it being instructed by the leadership, and I do it. I don't try. I do it. So what's your problem? telling you, man, high value sister, she gonna just do it. And that shows loyalty and it liberates her man. He can trust in you. All right, last scripture, 1 Timothy 5 and 10, dealing with a high value sister. Because remember, Kevin Samuel said it, it's heavily linked to what you can do for the man. All right, 1 Timothy 5 and 10.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5 and verse 10.
Come on.
Well reported of for good works.
Uh-huh.
If she have brought up children, if she have lodged strangers, if she have watched the saints' feet.
So she's a good parent. You know, she brings up children in the word of God, the understanding she's able to teach them. She lodged strangers, meaning she has hospitality. And it says she have washed the saints' feet. Okay. So single sisters and married sisters, just remember, you know what I'm saying? These God said that the feet of the prophets are precious. How precious is the feet of them that spread the gospel? You know what I'm saying? Your husband come home,
Bring it
been
out.
on his feet all day,
Bring it out.
9, 10 hours off the rip, and you notice, and he gotta ask you, babe, what's up? You know, a foot rub would be nice. Why do we gotta ask you? Why do we gotta ask you? Then when he asks you, you know what they say? They might not say nothing. They might get the hot water, the towel, whatever the case. And guess what after they rub your feet for 2 minutes, so you doing mine next, right? You see, bruh. Look,
Wow.
hey, look, finish that out. So look, and for you single sisters, you supposed to be serving your leadership to this level. Of course, we not walking around with sandals and through the deserts and walking in here with nasty and disgusting feet. But you should have the mindset of the initiative to serve your leadership. If you a single sister, you know, brothers got kids, brothers need time to do this and this and that. Single sisters should be stepping up to watch kids.
Right.
Single sisters should be stepping up to make garments. Single sisters should be stepping up to make cookbooks and recipes and, you know what I'm saying, bringing unleavened bread and fruits that she planted. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the mindset to serve your leadership. We should have breakfast every Sabbath before camp. We should have breakfast at the school before every radio show. Single sisters should have that mentality to serve their leadership. But anyway, read on.
If she have washed the saints' feet,
Come on.
if she have relieved the afflicted, if she have diligently followed every good work.
This is a high value sister. She diligently follows every good work. It's in the Bible in terms of something that a sister should be doing. She own it. She diligent with it. She not, I'm trying. Dang. I mean, we only been married 5 years. God, be patient. No, she diligently following after the good works. Listen, hey, all praise to the Lord. So as men, as you can see, we got a lot of work to do, right? We got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we applying wisdom. We gaining the wisdom. We teaching the wisdom. We visible. We networking. We out here. We being useful to the body. We got talents. We got skills that we bringing forth to the table. You know what I'm saying? That we providing for our households and being able to extend that to the nation. I'm telling you, it's only 24 hours in a day. For real, you gotta make sure that you on point as a man to be considered a high value brother. You sisters, I'm telling you, hey, these men that striving to please the Lord and walk like the Lord and all of that, hey, telling you, attractive and appealing. Shouldn't come home to you looking a hot mess. Shouldn't come home to you talking any type of way, having an attitude. Comforting character. You know what I'm saying? Before a complaint comes out of your mouth, it should be a compliment. Discerning and discipline. You know when to and when not to say stuff to your Lord. You have the discipline to keep the house clean, keep it smelling good. You know what I'm saying? Keep the clothes. Well, you got the discipline to be fit you got enthusiastic and exuberant. You know that you have to do things with a certain spirit because it's all spiritual. You should be joyful in benevolence, in cooking, in cleaning, in instructing the children. You need enthusiasm in these things, because if you're not doing these things, you shouldn't expect the kingdom of heaven. You should be happy that you doing the good works required of you, to be saved. Number 5, loyal and liberating. Sisters, be down. As men, we gonna be tried. Job was perfect. He was rich. He was wise. The Lord stripped everything from him. Is your love or your loyalty contingent upon certain things dealing with your Lord? Or does he know he don't got to worry about a damn thing when it comes to you? Where are you at? Where do you stand with your Lord? You know what I'm saying? So think about this, sisters. Brothers and sisters, we just covered how value brothers and sisters in the body according to the Bible. So all praise to the Most High. Shalom. Most High in Christ bless. Pray I was edified.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.